Good Monday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel that talks about all my cars and trucks and SUVs, dogs, daughter, life. Oh, good morning there. Hey, thanks for tuning to my channel. If you're a regular or you're a new person, appreciate support, nice comments, and just watch my channel. And I'm back here in Virginia. I was down in Tennessee over the weekend, if you're watching my channel, and wow, what a project. Come on, pups. We're going to the barn. Come on. Go to the barn. Wow, what a beautiful morning. Really, it's just a beautiful Monday morning. And it's not really that cool out. Got some humidity in the air, probably from that hurricane that came up the eastern seaboard. Come on, Will. And so just a really nice day. Actually, one of my Harley shirts I haven't worn in a while. And actually, borderline, it may be too much. Because it's just kind of warm. It's warmer than I thought it'd be. But wow, what a frickin' Jesus Christ, what an adventure. How'd I know? I mean, it's just hard to believe for me to even believe. I left here Friday, down there Saturday, drive back Sunday. Yeah, do I feel like working today? Not really. I need a day off. Just too much doggone work. Come on, Ginger. Let's go. Come on, Ginger. Come on, let's go. So, boy, the grass, they got, the rains up here. We avoided all the rains and the gloomy, doomy weather because we were down there in Tennessee and beautiful. Just beautiful weather down there. And for me, oh my gosh. When you own all these vehicles, you need to drink Boost. You need Boost. You need boosted energy. Taking care of all these cars and trucks and motorcycles. Oh my gosh, it is so much work. I mean, and I'm out here to brag. I'm just saying, yeah, do I need a Boost drink? I need a Boost. I mean, this truck goes, no, come here, Tango. Chasing the bunny rabbit. Got the bunny rabbit. So yeah, get all the cars back. Not really. The race truck is still not here. Race truck's still down in Tennessee. Yeah, the race truck, I didn't have enough bodies to get everything back. So I got back the Gold Rush. And I got back the Smoke Show. That's such a nice car. And I got back the Challenger. Everything's here in the trailer. Nothing shifted. Incredible how good that strap system is for our car. That car did not move one bit. And boy, I tell you what, I just about crashed yesterday. That was so just a wow. Yesterday, I truly just about crashed this truck and trailer. I am so lucky this truck has the trailer sway, the trailer control technology in it. And I spent time, if you watch my video on Friday, to set up this truck and trailer to match. When you get these Ford trucks, they give you the technology to enter all the information of what size trailer you have, what size, the width of it, the height of it, the length of it, and then you have this little sticker back here that actually helps you get this vehicle married, get the trailer married to this truck, and then it really helps this truck and trailer be safer. And so for me, I'm not embellishing here. I truly have to say that if this truck was like, if I was towing with my Ram truck over here, my older 2014 white truck, or I should say, if I didn't marry the trailer to this truck and I wasn't using that technology, I think you would have probably seen a video of me on the side of Route 81 with a totaled truck and trailer. I think it could have been really bad, and other vehicles involved. So wow, I mean, my daughter was behind me and she even called me instantly and said, Dad, you just about took out those two Prowler cars, those 90s retro looking Chrysler or Plymouth Prowlers, those really low roadster looking type of cars, two of them orange, really good looking vehicles. I may just post that into my video here somehow. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but oh my gosh, I was trying to video them coming up the road, and wow, instantly, there's a lot of things that are going on, but all I'm trying to explain to you this morning is this. Not been for the technology in this truck. Wow. I mean, and I've had this happen once before. I was down in Florida with my Ford F450, and I was coming back. This is like, I'd say the spring. No, it was the summer 2018. Same thing, same trailer. See, the challenge of this trailer here is, it's not really, in some ways, it's kind of, I should have gotten a little bigger, because the way the motorcycle is packed up in front here, and then the car is really kind of a little further back, this trailer has a little tendency to walk at certain speeds. And it's really because the way the trailer is kind of packed. The other thing is, right now there's only one motorcycle on the one side of this trailer. And let me just show you. This truck rocks. I just added basically about 5,500 pounds into that size of that trailer. And this thing just rock and rolls, man. And the good news is it's not walking, even though I was very concerned about that trailer having a little too much weight in that front axle, but it's not walking whatsoever. I mean, that trailer is just rock solid, and we're rocking. I mean, we're just rocking down the road. These Ford diesels, I mean the GM as well, Ram, I mean these diesel trucks just rock. And this is what they're designed to do. I mean, you buy these diesel trucks not to putt around town and look cool. You buy them to tow, and if you're towing 10, 12K trailers, 15K trailers, this is when these trucks really reward you for what they're built to do. You want to come up here on some Chrysler or the Plymouth Prowlers. Remember those things? Those things kind of had their day. They never seemed to get like huge craziness prices on them, and they were unique to themselves. Kind of the roadster, you know, I don't know what you really call the class, but here they are, and pretty cool. And one guy, I think, has a little trailer with his, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, they're gonna try to go for it. You better rock, dude. I'm gonna get that little V6 motor to give you some energy. Yeah, so these guys look like they have Delaware tags. Did they go to the Prowler event? Which a lot of people don't even know what the hell that thing is. I think it was like back in like the late 90s, if I remember right. But that may have been the actual, I hate this. I just put DEF this stupid ass thing. I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. You know, it just doesn't end, man. These technologies, vehicles, are about to drive you nuts. Alright, a little better picture for you guys to see what these things are. And, okay, so here's the Gold Rush Challenger. And here is my Indian Challenger. Isn't that nice? 2 Challengers. I never really thought much about that until just a second. Got 2 Challengers. So here's my Hellcat. And if you look at where this car is positioned, to me, this car really should be maybe come up another good 2-3 feet. I think that this being back, but see, to fit the bike in here. And then another thing is, I only have one motorcycle. Usually I have 2 motorcycles. So this trailer in some ways has been compromised because it's just the weight distribution just isn't right. So this trailer yesterday, it was a little freaky throughout the day. For the most part, good, but it was very challenging. Here's the next challenge. This motorcycle sat in the storage for a good 2 months, and the battery's probably, you know, this battery's cooked. It ain't gonna charge. What I see with these Indians, here's the charging port right here, just to plug in. It's so nice. Wish Harley kind of come up with that, but yeah, whatever. But anyways, so getting our project here, and then we'll Indian warrant that. Here's all my DF. I went through some DF. When you start towing with these diesel trucks, you go through a lot of DF. Look at this here. See how tight that wheel is? I mean, I was so concerned that this car is going to shift and start rubbing and I have a damaged wheel. But this car, this strap system, really challenging at first to kind of get it in. But man, it really kept this car just rock solid. Even with me having this trailer, literally do this, you know, whoa, whoa, you know, do a fishtail. This trailer probably would have jackknifed if I hadn't had technologies on this truck. So, yeah, got back in late yesterday. Where am I putting that, right? And now here's the next thing. These things are being stolen left and right. Better off just leaving the trailer so you can't steal it that easier. Or can they? Look here, you can even see in the trailer here, the door, when I close it, this door here. You can see how this whole frame is tweaked. Because up top here it's closed, but down below it's not. I have to literally kick this in. Okay, turn my lights off. I have to kick this in just to get this trailer to close the door properly. Oh my gosh, the projects. So thank goodness this truck overtook my mistake. And somebody thinking, I'm not embellishing. Yeah, and somebody say, well, you should get the sway bar links. Yes, I agree. You should, but that's, I told with so many different vehicles, that turns into a whole nother project. You should just get a fifth wheel. Yeah, right, but that's just a big trailer. So, wow. But here's the thing. It's all about the speeds, too. This trailer at the 70, 75 mile an hour is great. It's really good. You get up in that 80, it becomes a problem. And that's where I made a mistake. This thing really got out of control because I'm just used to driving down the road at nice speeds in these trucks and trailers, and I just rock and roll. Truck did phenomenal, although the tires suck in the water. So yesterday I was so smart not to come back Saturday because these tires, this truck, we didn't hit rain. It was light rain. It wasn't heavy rain. So we got into Winchester, Virginia. And after I got in and we would come in up a hill or coming off a light, this back end just busting loose the whole time. Probably in hindsight, I probably should have put in four-wheel drive. So here we are. Excuse me, my morning voice getting going. Here's the Bronco. You know, here is a total eye-opener. If you watch my channel, these cars are being stolen by, I mean, it's real. It's a real deal. These cars are so soft right now. I mean, borderline, I'm going to have to make this place a fortress. I'm going to have to lock down, put cars in front of cars so they can't get my car. I mean, where we are in today's world, boost. Do you know what the word boost means? Following the social information. Man, my voice sounds terrible, doesn't it? It's all, you know, choked up, man. So, yeah. Sorry. So, anyways, the boost is the new word. That's the new word. Boost means to steal from others and to enrich yourself. So, look at this here. You see my Harley hat on, Harley shirt on. You know, I went to the Harley dealer, and wow, it's such the environment. It's such the boost of energy. It's just such a different world from being at the Indian dealership. The Indian dealerships are so lame. The Indian dealerships are just, they just don't have that same type of energy that you get out when you go to these Harley dealerships. It's just incredible. Oh, you know, I had a special hat. I had this really cool hat. I can't find it anything. And it's driving me nutty that I had a really cool Harley hat. And as I waste your time watching my video channel, I look for my damn hats. I just can't keep track of things. You know what toys I have. But here's the whole point. When I was down there in Tennessee, I went to the Indian dealer, and there were people there. But compared to the Harley dealer, night and day. It's like never we know. People. Anyways, here's the Street Bob. The kid loves this Lowrider ST. Can't even keep track where the damn thing is. I can't even keep inventory of my own bikes. Are any missing? Yeah, right. So the Lowrider ST, she loves that bike so much, she would now part with her Street Bob for a breakout. I've been wanting a Harley-Davidson breakout for years. I'd say at least 5 years that I've always kind of wanted one, but it's such the more city, town, back road, not much open highway bike for me. Never done it, and found a really nice one down in Florida. I wish I could have bought used, but it was already sold. So the kid is all about a black denim breakout. You know, we just watched my video, going to the Harley dealer. Beautiful bike, nice bike, and those guys were running numbers down there, but they were swamped. That place was rocking and rolling. The Indian dealer was also, for the most part, busy. Nothing close to the Harley dealer, but it was just like, wow. So, stuff here. Here is the Dodge Hellcat Charger Red Eye. This vehicle here, if I go park it in the wrong place, it's gone. It's bye-bye. And then, as everybody knows, I got the Dodge Challenger Smoke Show. Over here, wide body, same thing. Even though it's not a Hellcat, there's a gentleman on my YouTube channel that's been talking to me back and forth on his narrow body in Silver Spring, Maryland. It was stolen. And he got it back, but it's now having to have all the repairs to put it back together whoever stole it did damage to it, and then I got a red eye Hellcat Challenger. And these are now vehicles that are one of the most sought after vehicles to be stolen. Yeah, so people are like, you shouldn't be showing this stuff on your YouTube channel. Yeah, right. I guess they're going to be starting to show up at my house to steal my damn stuff. That's always been my brother's thought. You're crazy. People are going to start shoving your house to steal your stuff. Well, in some ways, did somebody go to my mother-in-law's house to steal my car? I don't know. I got mixed feelings on that, about what happened down there, but the voice. Too much talking. All right, let's get upstairs here. And what am I saying? The boost conversations. That's what I thought about, because that's a new word to me. And I read about it on the X platform. And if you know the Twitter X platform, then you know it's a social platform where people share all. And it gets pretty rude. Hey, baby, how are you? Yeah, where's the other dog? He's hanging out with mommy. Hanging out with mommy in the house, hoping that he gets fed something. And I've been going for my business. This is going to be a day of a day, because I've been gone getting things back in order. And my back, thank goodness, finally is pretty much healed. A week later, when I knew it, I just strained something on my back. I do this stuff all the time, but thank goodness my back is healing. And anybody has back problems, you know too well. Here it is. So the power went off, obviously, and my computer here is dead. So I got to reach around here to hit a special button, and yeah, good old Elon Musk, Twitter X, is stirring up more things than ever. He's arguing with Tim Cook about how he feels Did you know this? I never knew this. So since the app, Twitter's, is an app, and Apple in some ways controls it. And so being after the App Store, download it to put it on your device, Apple gets 30% of the ad revenue. I guess you could say up to 30%. So Elon Musk is really not happy. Elon Musk now is challenging Tim Cook to make it a more reasonable price. Oh, my mouse is dead. Everything's, you get back in town and you start to realize that all the things are the battery power, right? The battery power. My battery has died in this one mouse here. So anyways, so now Elon Musk is wanting to, in so many ways, argue with Tim Cook about his fees are too high. And I think, boy, if you put the shoe on the other foot, what if Elon Musk controlled that? What would he do? I don't know. Would he be more appeasing and not charge as much? But everybody's in the same ball game he's in. Is Elon struggling with X to make any money? So many people attacked it. I don't know. But when you go on that X platform, you just see so much information. Have you seen Optimus? His lifelike robots, humans? Oh, my gosh. When you see this stuff. Yeah, first thing that pops in my head is these things are going to kill you. That's just the first inclination I have is when I see these lifelike machines. Yeah, I saw Terminator the movie, right. Probably that's what does it. But I just think, here's these lifelike machines that are going to kill you. They're going to be taught to kill you. And it's just, wow. This is radical stuff, man. But it's happening. This artificial intelligence, AI, ChatGPT, generative pre-trained transformer, all this language, it's all happening right in front of us. And Elon Musk is one of the main driving forces. There's other companies out there, other individuals that are working diligently day and night trying to get this artificial intelligence to be so human-like before, like never ever seen in our lifetime. And we're going to witness it more than ever. So the boost comment comes from this young lady that's bragging on X on how she has already bought her own house. She's bought her mother a house. She's very well-to-do off. And this looks like some 20-year-old girl, that with her baby, that is bragging about how she has made her fortune off of Boost. And Boost is where you go steal things and resell them to make a living. And she thanks God. She literally has, the little thing about I thank Lord God for protecting me. And I'm thinking, so you think that God thinks that this is nice, that you go and steal from others to enrich yourself? I mean, it's just be unbelievable. You think this young lady is thinking that God thinks she's this special, so-called great little person, and He's overseeing her to be protected from the wrath of God, right? Yeah, it's just wow. But so the reason I'm thinking of Boost is because do we feel like more than ever we're being stolen from? I mean, more than ever, more than ever. Even my storage unit where I store the cars. One of my good subscribers, Army retired, he's telling me that storage unit, those storage units down there in those areas get broken into and vandalized and all the time. He's saying that they get into these. I mean, it's not hard at all to get into those little sheds or whatever you want to call them, storage boxes, storage garages, whatever it is you want to call it. And the thing is, he's saying they jack the cars up and they put them on dollies and just roll the car out of its space, and then off the car goes. I can definitely see that. And then the video cameras, yeah, whatever. So he claims that the LEO, law enforcement officers, will tell you all day long, get these so-called storage units. So you think your items are all secured. Nope. They witness break-ins, these things all the time. And that's why once I got down there, I just got everything out of those things. Plus, I have to pay a monthly bill. I mean, those two vehicles are costing me $700 a month, to keep them in that storage facility. So, right, I got to cancel my contract so they don't charge me $700 for another month. So, anyways, so the Boost, I mean, more than ever, we're witnessing in our society the boost of people going in and taking all these goods out of Target and Walmart and Walgreens and CVS and the list goes on and on and on. Jewelry stores. I mean, it's just beyond believable. And to me, you get AOC out of New York that will be making a claim that these people deserve this stuff because they're hungry and blah blah blah. It's like, no, AOC, this is a ring operation. These people are going in. They're stealing all these goods because they're going to turn around and sell them. They're part of a ring where these merchandise can be resold. These people are rewarded. That's her job. I mean, it's just that lady's just so. Oh my gosh, how did that lady get elected? How did these? I guess borderline. You have to be just a really unique individual to get elected to be a political figure. Or I think it's more about. Or would you actually want to be a political figure? I mean, what happens to you to be a politician? Yeah, you're boosted all right. And that's the whole thing that I was thinking about is with the UAW, I mean, you go buy a new car now, do you feel boosted? Do you feel like you just got stolen? Your checkbook got stolen? I mean, come on. I mean, it's beyond believable. So here's the UAW, the latest. Shawn Fain is, apparently Ford is buddying up with them, and they're making a lot of progress, not complete. So here on, I guess, Friday, if you're watching the news, Shawn Fain said, well, we're going to go ahead and idle 28 more factories, or 28. They're doing something at 28 more locations, which makes it a total of 38 locations. And they're not going to go after Ford because Ford's playing their game. But GM and Stellantis aren't. So they're targeting GM and Stellantis. And apparently GM's being pretty diplomatic, but Stellantis apparently, he calls it the Mopar, the Mopar people aren't being very nice. And so he's calling out Stellantis. That Stellantis is not playing the game, and he's not happy with them, so he's going to personally penalize them the most, for the most part. But here's the thing. You're talking about, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of deep. And they're going on tiered structure. There's a lot more to it, I think, than us could call out the UAW getting these big pay raises, because it's prerequisites and then it's tiered over time and this and that. But at the same time, for anybody that's in the car market anymore, the cars are so expensive. So you feel in so many ways that your checkbook has been stolen because of how much money you now need to have, which you probably don't even have to afford to buy a car. And you just think, when is it going to stop? I mean, when does the boost stop where others are enriching themselves from stealing from others? I mean, when does that start to kind of level out? I mean, you just read so many things. There's just so much information that I read and gather, and you just scratch your head. I mean, they're talking about the labor market will continue to be a challenge for many years to come of finding good labor. I mean, you think this artificial intelligence, the robots are coming, the automation that's coming. You just think to yourself, yeah, but people are not going to have jobs because of the computers taking over so many tasks. If you see this Optimus on X, where it shows this lifelike human moving blocks that are color, they're color blocks to put in a colored tray, and this lifelike human moves with its hands this block from, picking a block up and putting it in the appropriate tray, kind of have a little kid teach him, the different colors and, and objects and everything else. And this computer basically does it flawlessly. And the movement of the hands, the arms, and wow. I mean, it's creepy. It's like, wow. Yeah, the Westworld, is it upon us? Yeah, that series, The Westworld, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but here's the thing, the boost for us as citizens, you witness this guy Zelensky that comes to town, and once again, the labor thing, yeah, it gets too complicated to kind of even come to closure. What these so-called experts make these comments, and they put these graphs together, and that is a good point. There's a whole article I was reading about the scientists and how you have these Stanford scientists and professors that are starting to call out all these so-called scientists, experts that are producing fake information, producing false information. It's rampant. It's rampant that there's so many so-called scientists these days that are publishing information that is persuading big companies to do things based on this scientific findings and readings. And these individuals are getting very upset with these so-called scientists fabricating false information, the fake science, and it's getting bad. And I think, wow, boy, who you're watching my channel wouldn't say, yeah, the green agenda, the climate change, the never-ending green agenda, the world is coming to an end, blah, 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 blah. I mean, wow. And so you have all these scientists that are gathering information that are presenting to these big corporations and what the future of this is and that is and what the trends and the list goes on. It's all this data they collect, and they're saying that so much information is fabricated and made up, and it's not factual. Wow, that gets deep and heavy. I mean, that gets really deep and heavy. So anyways, going back to Zelensky, yeah, the boost, as you as a citizen of this country, do you feel like the government is on the boost like never seen before? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are like, yeah, it's been going on for years. I agree, but this Ukraine-Russia war, what is going on? I mean, we're getting ready to be possibly at the highest gas prices again here very shortly. Very concerning. A lot of the economists are saying that, the $100 barrel oil, it's already 20% more to buy gas. When I went down I-81, it was basically 50 cents to $1 more a gallon for diesel from just 2 months ago. So diesel fuel is getting very expensive again. The $5 diesel fuel, the $4.69, $4.99 diesel fuel is here with the winter months upon us. I'd be willing to bet the $5+ diesel fuel. Then people in California already tell you they're at $6, $7 because of the gas tax. Oh, that was something that I was thinking to myself. The boost, how you and I provide the boost for road taxes. And now a lot more people are starting to kind of raise their eyebrows and saying, how are these electric vehicles going to contribute to the road taxes, the infrastructure? And I've brought it up many times. This is nothing new. I think the average person is pretty abreast of this, but when does the EV vehicle start paying their fair share to drive down the road? And they're trying to figure out a business model of what works. So different states, Oregon right now has got a program. I mean, they're going to charge you by the mile. They're going to charge you. I don't know how they would. How do they charge? I mean, to me, it's just like anything else. If you go to the gas station, you put in 10 gallons of gas, you just paid $5 in road taxes because it's 50 cents. Well, if you put in 10 kilowatts of energy, Is it 50 cent a kilowatt for you? I mean, think that through. If the government started charging 50 cent a kilowatt for the road tax, wow, that'd be $1 a kilowatt. It would totally kill the whole EV. I mean, when you think it through, I mean, but it's not the same proportional kilowatt energy to the gallon of gasoline for an individual, because the average vehicles may be going 3-4 miles per kilowatt versus on a car you're probably going we probably average 15 miles per gallon or so, or 12 or 20 or whatever it may be. So maybe it's just half that then. Maybe it's just 25 cents a kilowatt. Wow, but wouldn't that change the dynamics of a guy bragging about his inexpensive car that he drives up and down the road because he doesn't have to go buy fuel? Well, if it got anything close to the California tax haven, then yeah, I bet you in California, it's such a freaking it's all the greenies out there and all. Hey, California people, don't take it the wrong way, but that's the most dominant area of Tesla vehicles. Wow. So here I am trying to get boosted up Monday morning going back to work. And yeah, lots of things to talk about. Yeah, all over the place. I get all that. But for me, I think more than ever, does anybody think that they've been boosted by this guy, Joe Biden, the administration of this country, of what's going on more than ever? I mean, under this guy's policies, is anybody, I mean, it just blows me away that people fight and argue over supporting this guy, Joe Biden, and this administration's policies that are the most expensive ever in our modern times. Ever. But I get it. There's so many people enriching themselves from the Joe Biden ball game. I mean, there really is. I mean, we realize it or not, Big Auto has been the most profitable ever under Joe Biden's administration. Big oil, in so many ways, has been the most profitable in modern times under Joe Biden. The housing market under Joe Biden, for so many people, up until just this past year, really, has been the most profitable ever in modern times. If you've been a real estate agent and selling homes during the after the pandemic set in, and the interest rates are so low. So, I mean, in so many ways, if Joe Biden has enriched so many people. I mean, you can go through, I mean, if you're a car salesman, you can honestly say that from 2020 up until about 2023, you probably had the most lucrative sales career ever as being a salesperson. If you're a motorcycle salesperson, you could probably say the same thing. The most lucrative times. I guarantee you, anybody that's been selling homes, people have owned homes that have doubled the value of their home. I've heard these stories. If you're an RV salesman, if you're a boat salesman, if you're the owner of businesses that have raised all your rates, you can honestly say under Joe Biden's administration, for the most part, you've made more money than you ever have at one time in your whole life. And then all the people that received all the handouts from the government, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So, I mean, in so many ways, there's so many people out there that have enriched themselves more than ever. Ever. So why would you not like Joe Biden? But now the thing is, the boost pain is starting to be felt because of the higher prices for energy, higher prices for food, higher prices for housing, and higher prices to borrow money. So now, all that fun is disappearing. But at the same time, does it drive enough people to want to have things change next year? Hard to believe a year from now, we're going to be coming up the election. And how does that play out? Oh my gosh, I think the craziness of what we're going to witness next year, I think it'll be summer, is going to be beyond unbelievable. You talk about boost. I mean, if anybody remembers the Black Lives Matter thing, that freaking just, wow. One thing for me, it's so sad. The whole political agenda has moved into the sports arena. Does anybody really get excited anymore about watching sports anymore? I mean, even for me, I'll watch things a little bit here and there, but I mean, I just have totally lost my true passion because it's become so political and so woke. It's just yeah. I mean, I just you don't want to support anymore. I mean, for me, I don't. I enjoy to see some games. I enjoy to see some things, but it's nothing like it used to be of what I used to look forward to on the weekends to watching. I just don't have that in me anymore. I just don't like to support it. and racism. That's all you see now in the NFL field. I think, yeah, but which racism are you talking about? And I think most people would be like, it's pointed more to one color. But I think a lot of people today be like, it's all colors now. It isn't just one, it's all. All right, everybody, that's it. It's a long video. I know I talk a lot, and wow, what a weekend, what an adventure, it takes so much energy until you do this stuff. I mean, these trucks and trailer, that truck and trailer, we were driving that thing down the road. Anybody who drives a truck and trailer, you know how attentive you have to be at all times to the what if of that truck and trailer. And it just wears you out. It just wears you down. It is so much work. And I was blessed yesterday. I mean, I'm not lying. That was nerve-wracking. That was, whoa. I mean, that was wow. Of what just about played out my life. And it could have been actually severe injury, even possible death to others for me losing control of that truck and trailer and wiping out some others. If I can post that little clip in there in this video, I'll show you what happened. And yeah, would I be called out? Would I be in a lot of trouble? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would be in a lot of trouble. And it'd be a life-turning event for me that would have been like, wow. You know, so the whole point is when you get behind the wheel of these cars and trucks and motorcycles, it's just incredible how we get so overly confident of what we do and ride around in. And we witness it all the time with people crashing and people killing themselves. And it's just a wake-up call like, wow, you know, you have to at all times, once you get behind this moving vehicle, to be just so disciplined to do the best you can to be safe and not to harm others. Yeah, does that go in today's society? Is people drive like crazies? Nope. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching my channel. Appreciate all of the support, nice comments. And I don't have my sticker up here. I have another gentleman that wants a sticker that is military, and appreciate the support there. And yeah, he's out there in California, and he can't wait to get out of California. I said, yeah, so many ways. You went to war, and they sent you to California. The social war. Wow. Anyways, thanks for watching. God bless. Stay safe and stay tuned. And what's the next adventure? Do I get a Harley Davidson breakout?